Hello there, peoples, and welcome back to Fallout 76. I have received information from peoples, new people to the game, obviously, naturally. That they're actually one of them I actually work with as well in real life, in like actual person. They talk to me, not like people talking to me. But anyway, they said they said to me, "They says you don't understand the special. What does the special do?" So I'm going to show you what the special does. So hold on, I have to remove all my items and clothing and armor. No. So none of this is affecting it. It's that one, isn't it? Yep. And that one. Alright. So, the fuck is plus... it's coming from mutation, isn't it? Plus 3 perception. Plus the intelligence and shit like that. Anyway, right. So they didn't understand how the special works. What the special does. Whereas if they come in here, it'll give you a rough description of what it does. Vaguely, kinda, sorta, not really. But yeah, I'm gonna go through them all. So, and we're gonna put a build together. See, I've got no legendary slot perks on at the moment. We're just gonna do a raw build. Just does a lot. But yeah, so strength. It's a measure of power. So melee damage and how much you can carry. That's what strength does. The more strength you have, the more you can carry, the more you can punch people into ground beef. That's what strength does, as you can see from the cards. But we won't get into the cards. We're just going to talk about the special aspect. Perception is your spatial awareness, how you see around you. So, like how far you can shoot in VATs and what you can target and how precise you are with your shooting and where your bullet spread is. Because if I get a gun now, just get that one. No. And then, see, I have no points into whatsoever. So you see it shot there pretty well. And that's just single fire. And let's get some pretty close. Move further away. You see how the drop is? The drop went a lot lower. It's a lot more spread. Now you can't even see it, but yeah, you get what I mean. But the more that you fire, the more the spread. So with a perception, it reduces that spread. So if I hold it still, try to anyway, it's still got that little going all over the place. But the further away that you are, the worse it is, and that's what perception does. It helps with the spread of where your bullets go. And it also helps you see, what you're doing, where you're going. All that things. That's not a very good explanation. No, it's not. Yeah, perception, it's your awareness. Like, where you can see. Like, how far you can shoot in VATs. How far away you have to be to commit decent enough damage to a person in VATs. So perception is mostly VATs orientated. So the higher the perception, the better you are in VATs. That's what perception is. Endurance is how much damage you can take. So if you want to be an absolute meth beast and just not take any damage, more endurance, the better. Charisma. You're bartering with non-playable traders, so your traders down, like here, at the trading post, at the train stations, at White Springs, the higher your charisma, the better prices you're basically going to get. But it also works with, as you can see, working on a team. Advisedly, always be on a team. don't don't do Lone Wanderer unless you don't like people. But people generally tend to leave you to your own devices on this game. They're not going to rock up and say, "Oh, what are you doing?" No, they just leave you to your own devices. Intelligence does what it says in the tin. Experience, how much XP you gain, how fast you gain it, that sort of thing. It also has an effect on your energy weapons and grenades. Like, it's not much of an effect, but it is still a little bit of an effect. It increases like the radius and the damage you do. Like I said, not by a lot, but it does help a little bit, especially if you put one of them on. Agility is your sprinting, your AP. So if you look in the bottom right, see how my AP is flying down, and it takes a month of Sundays to get back up. But the more AP you've got, basically, the faster that goes back up and the slower it goes down. That's what agility is. Luck. It's luck. It's luck. It's luck. I don't even think anybody really sure what luck does. It don't really do much. It affects your charge of your critical hits. And what durability the loot is. Yeah. So luck is loot based. And I never really looked into luck because I don't really use it much. But yeah, we're going to put a build together for us today. And it'll give you a little bit of an insight into what the thought process is. So, I want a rifle build, so it'll be mostly around perception and agility. And a fair bit into endurance. But we'll work with perception and agility first because I want the AP regen. I want the good AP regen. So if you look here, I want commando, not commando, rifleman. We're doing rifles. So I want rifleman, master rifleman, and expert rifleman. What else can I go? Let's put the points in. So, concentrated fire. Small guns have 10% more accuracy when aiming down sights. That could be good. Yeah, accuracy. I'm pretty accurate. So I say myself. But yeah, we're gonna go with a rifle build. So rifleman, all that thing. Tank killer is shit now, apparently. Alright. Interesting. That one. Reloads faster. Tank killer's not got 36% chance, is that it? So it's good with automatic weapons, I suppose. Right, agility. What do I want in agility? I would like Action Boy. Regen's faster. Obviously, I want the regen. If you're going to be going a different route, I'll tell you something now. If you're going to be going a melee route, there is a way where you can increase the damage of your melee without having to put any perk cards in. You still have to have like the max strength, but it is a commitment because you'll have to have. Where is it? Yeah. You'll have to have maxed out strength. You'll have to have, is it 2-star strength? You have to have a 2-star strength and a 3-star strength, I think. Is it? No. No, 3-star. I thought they were a 3-star. No. So you'll have to have 2-star strength on all your armor pieces. All of them. So you can, bump that strength up. That's 10 plus 10 points into strength with just your armor. So that's 25 strength altogether. It is, like I said, it is a big commitment. And then you'll have your mutations, which is it talons? Yeah, talons. That's a good mutation to have for a melee build only. But yeah, when you come into doing stuffs like with your strength, you're gonna, if you want a melee weapon of a certain kind, you can increase the damage more. So if you want a one-handed weapon, you put gladiator on. If you want a two-handed weapon, you put slugger on. If you want just a Deathclaw gauntlet, all you need is Iron Fist and then pump strength as high as you can. Strength is a good carnivore build. Melee is a good carnivore build. So if you're going to go mutations and you haven't decided whether herbivore or carnivore, herbivore is more for VATs, perception, AP regen, that sort of thing. Carnivore is more for carry weight, strength, like heavy gunners, that sort of thing. Like it improves the damage of melee and heavy guns and makes you carry more, and it's good. Like they're both good. They both have their upsides and downsides, but it's still good. It's alright. Agility. Action Boy, that's 3. So I'm going Action Boy for the AP regen. Marathoner, because I like the fewer action points, that's 6 into agility. Pop them in. Action Boy. Marathoner. See, this, it could be a good one, but let me get my basic ones in. So let's get 3 into luck, so I can get the stats genes in. Well, class freak, it just negates the effect of your mutations. And then in endurance you want stats genes, which stops you from curing your mutations from right away. It says it's self-descriptive. But yeah, so far this is what I want. Basics. Like just absolute basics. I'm debating what else I want. Oh, tenderizer. I don't want a lot into endurance, so like bear in mind I have legendary perks as well. So legendary cards will like increase the amount of things I can have. Like I could have more cards on than say a level 50, a person that's at level 50, because I have a lot more. I'll have a lot more perks, so I'll show you in a minute. But yeah, you see, it just added perks to it. Why not put the strength one on? I did not put the strength one on. Alright, fair enough. Charisma. So, yeah, so if you look at endurance, I've got 5 points. I've not even put any more in. You can only go up to 15 though, so be wary of that. So what do we want with charisma? Ironclad, Life Giver, standards. Solar power will be nice. Thirst quencher. Iron stomach, that's 2. That's just for increased damage and energy resistance. And thirst quencher is max AP while you haven't got a disease, which I normally have got a disease. This one, Ironclad, now works with power armor. So if you're wearing a power armor, it works with that. So you get 25% more. Whereas before, it didn't work with power armor. Didn't. Now it does. So if you a power armor build, you can use Ironclad. Right, so that's 3, 4, 5. Alright, so let's put 5 into endurance. 2, 5. That's 4. I can't count. Oh, fireproof. Yeah, so if I take out perception. I not perception? I did not put perception on. Right. Okay. Anyway. Yeah, so I know what I'm doing, I promise. We want that one. We have Life Giver, we have Life Giver. Life Giver just increases how much AP you've got per endurance point. It used to just be a flat rate of increasing how much... no, I want the animator card. How much AP you had. So, AP, HP, it just, like, gave you a flat, like, plus some percent rate. Which was good, it was nice. Now it's meh. Alright, I suppose. So, I'm not going to be close enough to him. So this is the thought process. I'm going to be using long range rifles, sniper rifles, that sort of thing, single shot rifles. So I'm going to be pretty far away. So I don't really need the fireproof because hopefully I won't be on fire. Even though most of my time I spend on fire. Alright. I mean, I could have. Alright, let's get charisma done. Alright. Charisma, standards. Travel agent. That's kind of pointless as well, especially with a single action rifle. Or something. Because the more hits that you make, the more damage they take. So an automatic rifle will work well with that. Anything automatic like a rifle, a minigun, a 50 cal, an automatic pistol would work well with that. But a single action rifle or a single action pistol, not really going to be all that good. I'm going to waver on that one for now. Overly generous. No, because I'm not going to use a melee. I was going to use melee. I was going to put that on, but there's no point because I'm not going to be using melee. Strange in numbers. Another standards. Well, there's not... Right, what I can do... Put squad manoeuvres on. I don't mind running 20% faster, even though I'm already running max speed. I'm already running as fast as I can. Now, this one. This one's going to be a bit of a big one. Alright, let's get intelligence done. Need... Nerd Rage. Where is it? Batteries. Yeah, we use grenades as well, so demolition expert, and then 2 points for batteries not included. That's nice. That's wrong one. Okay, I can put my clothes back on now. So if you see my specials, they've gone up. So I've got 10 plus. That means I've got 10 plus more points. No, I haven't. That just means I've got 10. Intelligence is 12, agility is 11. So when I put my stuff back on, hopefully, you should see stuff go up. Maybe. Not with them ones. Yeah, so you see my strength will go up by 2 points. So I'm at -1. I'm at 1. Endurance. Endurance will go up. So I'm at 10. It's gone up to 12. So points on armour does work. Even though I'm not going to be wearing this armour, so there's no point in putting it on. I'm going to be using Blooded for this build, which is unyielding to the rest of you. But yeah, I'm going to try not fanny on a bit. Well, fanny on as much, just put it away. See, this is just going to give me plus 3 stats when my health's low. So if you see it now, that's what the points look like. I reduce my health by doing this. Get Nerd Rage up. And you'll see all my points have gone up. Perception's jacked up massively. Agility's gone up massively. Luck's gone up massively. Because it stacks per armour piece that you have. This is why unyielding is best. So I get plus 3 to all special. Except endurance from that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one. So that's 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. I get plus 15 points to all them stats apart from endurance. This is why people like Blooded, because you're getting a bloody good thing. You're getting a very good thing, but it doesn't show up on here. It will not show up on this point. It'll just show up in your Pip-Boy that your special's gone up. So we need to yank up that perception. Let's get the perception up. Concentrated fire. No, that one. Oh, could you just fire in the hole? No, what's the grenadier? No, we'll stick with the rifle stuff. Rifleman. Don't want to do... No. Right. So this is like a rifle build. This is a single action rifle, a single shot rifle build, should I say. So it's non-automatic. So this is your bolt action rifles, your lever action rifles, that sort of thing. This is what I'm going for. If you want to go for automatic, you're going to be going for Master Commando. They increase automatic rifle damage, but they are getting changed soon, so err on the side of caution for that one. Pop that in there. That, no. Quick hands, yes. Ricochet, yes. And Ricochet, Serendipity, so that's 1, 2. And Cat Collector, 3. So that's 3 more into luck. Put that on. Quick hands. I don't know, quick hands, Ricochet, Serendipity. Ricochet, no, Serendipity only works based on a bloodied build. It's a nice one to have. Mr. Marrowman taught me about that one. I did not know about that one until he taught me about it, so thank you to him. Right, strength. We need to up the strength. Like, if you look, strength is at 13 now, but I've not put a single point into it. It's already at 13. I'm at 278 carrying capacity. I'm at 398 carrying capacity. I'm at 418 carrying capacity. You see how it jumps up with the strength when you put the strength stuff on? So that's got 4 strength. That just gives you a flat carry weight boost. So I'm at 418. I've not even put a single point into strength. So let's put some points into strength. So I'm going to need Arms Keeper, Bandolier, that's 4. And I think that's it. No. 6 strong back. Right, let's get some 6 in. So that's arms keeper, bandolier, and strong back. Right, let's have a look at what the weight's looking at 495. That's pretty good. Strength is up at 22, and I've only put 6 points into it. The armor makes all the difference. Points on your armor make all the difference. So I think this one is just about there. So I can put some more points in. Let's get some points in for this. We've got 9, so I've got 6 to play with. Is it? Probably. So that's 3, 5. No, because I need sneak. Yes. That's 6. Yeah, I'm maxed now. I can't put any more into there, even if I wanted to. So I'll try use sneak. We'll do the onslaught one, so it stacks over time. That's a good one to have. But I thought it was bad, and it's not. It's pretty good. So we've got sneak in there as well. Need anything for intelligence? Not really. That's for your automatic weapons like your chainsaws and your drills and your... What's it called? The other one. The auto axe. It just reduces the durability. Stabilizer is good for power armor ones. It reduces how much spread and how much... yeah. How much recoil your weapon has, your heavy weapons. The intelligence is basically... It's mainly... Oh, we get some demolitions expert. Already have some demolitions expert, never mind. Yeah, intelligence is more power armor orientated and energy weapons orientated. Because if you look here, if you have energy weapons and it's an automatic rifle, it still falls under the rifle perks, which is perception. So it's automatic rifles, but science does increase damage by a small fraction. So it gives it plus 30% if you have all 3 maxed out onto it. So that's a kind of a good thing to have. Yeah, let's put fireproof on. I'm going to die. Right, so I've got 4 points left. Quick hands. That's nice. Charisma. What can we do for charisma? Charisma's usually a good one to have. Yeah. Put all 4 of them into charisma. Go from there. That's a good one to have. Maybe that. Anything else? Be a good one. Could be a good one. Doubt it, but it could be. Nah. You know, we'll bang hard banging on. So yeah, so you see I've got 6 strength, 15 perception. I've got 15 perception. That's the one that we're focusing on because that's the one that we need for firing of weapons. What's it saying there? I've got 37 perception. It upped it because of my armour. So if I take this off and then show you again, see how it's dropped? And then I put it back on. It's just jumped its way back up massively. So the special points, go for whatever you want to do. So first thing that you want to do is figure out what sort of weapons you want to use in. If you want to be using a mix and match of stuff, then just put like 1 point cards into it, like, or just mess about, keep changing it up, see what you like, see what you don't like. This is why I have so many, because I like playing with them. I like messing about. So like that one's like a multi build of heavy gun and rifle. That one's just what I use for building. I'm not saying you have to buy these. I'm just saying I've done this for my own sanity's sake. So that is like a heavy gunner explosive one. That's all that is. That one's just an automatic rifle one. That's a good one. That's a multi one as well. So it can be blooded and it can be unyielding and overeaters. So that's a good one to have. This is a melee one that I've been playing about with. Still playing about with it. Could probably use more strength. That's a power armor one that I use when I do raids or any boss fight that involves radiation. I don't want to get radiation or die in one hit. That's an old vampires one that just does not work anymore. Just doesn't work at all in the slightest. Christ knows what that one is. Something to do with explosives anyway. That one is a melee two-handed weapon. I'll probably rename it. Melee two-handed, and then that's it. So I do have a few. What the fuck is that one? That's pistol. Pistol build, that's what that one is. So yeah, we have automatic rifle one, a non-automatic rifle one now. Then that's what I kind of look for. And we've got heavy gunners. So I've basically got it covered for all of them. Should I ever just want to switch weapon, I could just pick the spot that I want. But yeah, your strength is how much you can carry and how much melee damage you do. Like I say, if you want to do a pure melee one where you don't want to use any cards to put into it, you can do. It's a commitment. It's not advised because you have to, like I say, you have to have strength on literally everything. Everything has to have strength on it. Even your weapons have to have strength on them. So it is a massive commitment if you want to do it without putting cards in, but the cards are there, you might as well use them. It also is heavy gunners, so if you're looking to do heavy guns, them's the heavy guns that you're going to be using. No, it is for ballistic and energy weapons, not for explosive weapons, so your rocket launchers, your Fatmans, they won't have any effect on them. If you want to do explosives, Demo Expert and Grenadier, just to make the area bigger. Rifles, again, perception, it's like your VATs, how good you are in VATs. That's basically what it is. That's what perception is. Endurance is how hard you can get hit and how much damage you can take before you start dying a slow death. I need those because I'm about to go test them. No, I'm not. I don't have any ammo. No, what's that one? 45. That's weird. So yeah, endurance is how much you can get hit, how much of a punishment you can take. Charisma is your bartering prices with non-playable characters. So if you see a player's vending machine, it won't have any effect in that. Out in the open world, your train stations, your vendors that walk around in the world that you can trade with, that affects the price of them. Intelligence, again, it has a small effect on energy weapons and energy grenades. It's barely noticeable, but it does have a small effect. But it's mostly for power armor and for crafting and for making things. So that's what intelligence is. Always have a few points in intelligence. I'd advise have at least a minimum of 5 points, just so you can craft stuff and repair stuff. You could just swap cards out. Like, I could just take demo expert at batteries not included, and then just throw whatever I need on, fix whatever I need, and then go back to it. Agility is how slow your action points go down. So if you looked at how fast it was going down before, look at how fast it's going down now. It's barely going down. It's hardly going down. Like, I have to use my jetpack to burn it down. But you see, it's going up quicker as well. And that's without me having my consumables on. Consumables are a different thing. If you want that one, if you want me to go through consumables, it's going to be a different video. I'm not going through it in this one, it's already been long enough. So yeah, that's what your agility is. It's your AP meter, and yeah, it's basically your AP meter and how far you can run before you run out of breath, how fast you can run. That's what agility is. Luck is for collecting stuff in the world, apparently, as we've found out. I think it has an effect on cap stashes as well, how many cap stashes you can pick up in the world. I think that's a thing that it has an effect on. I just took a stim pack for God knows why. But yeah, that's the special. That's what it does. So, and that's how the thought process of me going through putting a build together is. And this is like I said, this is just a beginning stage. I'll change some stuff out. Like, I might not even have life giver in. I might take that out. Solar powered. No, I'm keeping that in. That was pretty good. Squad maneuvers. Like I said, I'm already running at max speed, so I don't really need that one. So any build that you make is always a work in progress. Remember that. You will always be changing it. It will always be getting changed up. But yeah. You will forever be changing your builds and how they work and what you do with them. So don't be afraid to play about. Don't be afraid to experiment with them. Yeah, that's basically what your special does. It's how much you can carry, how long you can go without, violently passing away, how long you can last without getting out of breath. Probably shouldn't have said that one. But yeah, that's a special build. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, great. If you didn't, whatever. I'm sure you can do a better job. Yeah, that's going to do it for today. Thank you all for watching. Please leave a like if you did find it useful. Subscribe if you're new. And thank you all for 235 subs. That's great. Alright, love you all. Bye.